Hello, hello, welcome. Think I'm ready to get started here. Actually, is this... I think the music might be wrong here. Okay, that's all set up. Hello, welcome. It's been a while. I was gonna stream for the last couple weeks, but I was a little sick and just wasn't feeling entirely up to it. But I'm here now. I'm hoping to get some good work done. Probably today. Might even do Wednesday, Friday. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, got some cool stuff planned. Might show you some stuff that I'm working on. Show you some stuff that I've finished up. Actually, you know what? We can get started with this. I might turn this into a clip later. If you caught the Twitch stream I did at twitch.tv/AaronGisme, I was working on this. So this is a sculpt of Kakyoin from JoJo's that I printed. It took a little bit of figuring out to get this part of his outfit. It's a little difficult to print, so I actually had to print it upside down. I have to clean it up, sand it a bit. These two pieces will just click together when it's all done. But I'm going to be giving this to my niece to paint. So we're gonna see how that goes. And then that should hopefully be the last step, and then I can finally get this 3D printer video produced and out there. I've just kind of been sitting on all my footage. I haven't even started editing it or anything. This is a little stand for it to go to. It's got little tabs for the feet to click into. Other than that, I've been messing around with the printer a lot. I've been mostly doing these little fidget toys. It's like a disc that you spin with your thumb. So I've been trying to get the perfect configuration with that, but it's still taking some engineering, quote unquote. But yeah, it's been fun. I might need some new filament coming up pretty soon. I've been doing a lot of printing with it, but that remains to be seen. All right, just getting my software set up here, and let's switch over. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up the scene a little bit because it's a bit of a mess. Just bear with me for a sec. There we go. That's a little bit cleaner. Close this. All right. So this is what I've been working on for the last little bit. This is going to be hopefully a nice little portfolio piece. It's based on it's based on a weapon from Warframe. This is the weapon Hate. So this is a bit of the closer to the original design, and then I'm doing essentially an upgraded Prime version of it. So this is the original design. This is my kind of concept. So I'm just taking this concept a little further. I did actually have more concepts here. I'll show these off a little bit. So these are some other weapons that original design and then kind of my upgraded concept. But I decided to take the scythe a little further. I felt like this design kind of was interesting, but near the the beginning, I was doing pretty well. Like I really like this area here, but as I transitioned more to the back end, it sort of I felt like I kind of lost any idea of what I was doing. Like I didn't really have much of a sense of direction back there. And overall, like it's a little bit more complicated than the other design. So I'm gonna move on with this one. Hopefully it'll be it'll look nice when the concepting is done, you know, when I do an actual render here, when I move into 3D software. Yeah, so the goal with this for now, because I feel like I've been going a little hard with some of the rendering here, and it's just been taking me way too long. Like I've been really dragging my ass on this. So I think what I'm going to do, like set as a little goal for today's stream, is that I'm going to make sure that there's enough contour, there's shape to every aspect of this, so the handle and the rest of these blades. And then eventually I can go into the finer detail, you know, like dirt and grime and grit. But for now, I'm gonna kind of go a little bit quicker than I've been doing the rest of this. Like I like how this has turned out, but it's taken way too long. So I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit, try and go a little bit faster. And yeah, that's basically what most of the stream is going to be today. If there's enough time afterwards, like if this doesn't take too long, I want to show off a special little surprise. I don't know if I've ever actually like shown this to the audience yet, but I have something that I worked on a long time ago that I would love to show off now. I feel like now is probably not the best time for it, but it's better than any time after now, if that makes sense. It'll make sense when I show it later. But I'm just going to get started here. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, please don't ask them because I have no idea. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit, just to fill in the gaps where I'm not really talking much. And if you have any music suggestions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll take it under consideration. It has to kind of hover around, it has to be copyright free, but I will take a look at it regardless. I'm just going to make a quick Instagram post, just let people know that I have started. I'm going live. What is the surprise? Well, that's for later, and that's a surprise. Oh, I just noticed that the comment is being cut off. Hold on. Bear with me. Again, I'm still very, very new to this. Full screen. Oh, I cropped it wrong. How did that even happen? There we go. That's a little bit better. It'll cut off at the top, but that's fine. Yeah, so the surprise is for later, and that's a surprise. Let me just finish making this post here. There we go. All right. Let's get back into this. Yeah, I'm very excited to show off the surprise. It's a bit of work that I've been... well, I haven't worked on it for a long, long time. But it was something I was very happy with. I have, like, over the years, shown, like, little sneak peeks of it, like, in my community posts. I think there's a couple related to it. Wow, this is really not a flattering camera angle. I should look into fixing this up. What you doing? I'm working on a weapon concept. I explained it a little earlier when there was literally no one in here, but this is a weapon design that I'm working on based off of a design from Warframe. I'm working on, they have like an upgrade system, and this is like the upgraded version of one of their weapons. So I'm working on this. It's going to go from this concept to a 3D model, fully textured. But right now I'm doing the concept art to give myself some more direction, and also to practice. I haven't really done this kind of like value render concept art kind of thing. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit again. There we go. But what I started today with was, I should really have like a layer up here to draw with in case I need to. What I started today with was this part here. Well, really this blade. So this probably took me like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. And that includes the silhouette and this design as well. But I've been really dragging my ass about this. Part of it was I got sick, I'm just now recovering, but I also, again, like I said, this is kind of like unfamiliar territory for me, so I'm kind of learning as I go, and what I've learned is that I have to go faster. So what I'm going to be doing is essentially this, but for the whole rest of the model, or the silhouette, I'm going to do the value contour, and then later I'll go back and I'll do detail if I need to. I'd love to do my own concept art one day. This looks great. Thank you so much. But I mean, for me, the real jumping off point was, well, I need something on my portfolio. So I just went ahead and did it. I have a friend who is a high up at a game studio, and she gave me some really good advice. So that's what I've been going with. But yeah, like the best way to learn as I'm figuring out is just jump into it and do it. It definitely feels like it helps having a bit of a 3D background. I wouldn't say I have like the best understanding of lighting and surfaces, but it definitely helps to know how this kind of stuff can translate. I essentially, like, I can almost picture it in my head what it would look like if you were to model it in 3D. I don't know. It's a little difficult to explain. Just to let you know, if I'm gone, my PC probably crashed. I'll be doing some compositing and it gets real heavy. Good luck with you. Hopefully we keep you on here. What are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? Short film for college project. Very nice. Are you going to be uploading this when it's done? Because I'd love to see it. I hope we finish it first. I'd love to put it somewhere on the internet. Yeah, good luck with that. Hopefully it goes well. It sounds like you said you're on the compositing stage, right? Like, does that mean you're pretty close to finishing it up? there are, I believe, 70 shots left, and I have to do them by next week. Very, very exciting. It's always nice when the end is in sight, when it's on the horizon. Okay, this blade is a little darker than this one, so I'm just going to darken this one up very quickly, and then I'll move on to the next one. By the way, if you have any suggestions for background music, feel free to let me know. We're going to try and keep it copyright free just so that the VOD doesn't get hit, but yeah, I will check it out and put it on if it's good. I'll be right back. Sorry, had to blow my nose. Just stopped into your stream. Just stopped in to like your stream. Love your animations, bro. Good luck with any and all projects. Thank you so much, Alex Colbert. Really appreciate you dropping by. Good luck with all your endeavors as well. All right. Sorry, just one last thing, and then I promise I'll move on to the next blade. Just want to touch up the contrast here a little bit. Hope you get well soon. I'm sick too, and it's not the best when you have deadlines so near. I very fortunately don't have a lot of deadlines right now, especially educational ones. I should really be imposing some deadlines for myself, but yeah, I've never been the quickest to recover. It usually takes me a long time to get better. Like I've had this for about 2 weeks. It's nowhere near as bad as it's been, but I get lingering symptoms for a long time. And thank you for the compliment, Alex. Sorry, I kind of skipped over the monitor I have chat on. The color isn't like the best, so it's a little difficult to like discern different comments. It's just like hard for me to see. I need better monitor there. Honestly, I need better monitors all around. My main monitor, I like it a lot, but I don't think the color is as good as it could be, especially for how much I paid. It might just be that I messed up the color calibration, but like reds are super intense on it. Like it's searing, burning my eyes, and it doesn't really help that I made my desktop wallpaper bright orange. Here, if I minimize it, you can actually see. It like literally it lights up my face so much you can see it. What's your painting inspiration? Honestly, I don't really have like too much to point to. I look at a lot of stuff, but I don't feel, at least consciously, I don't internalize a lot. Like I don't study other people's art styles, which I definitely should. It's probably one of the things that I definitely should start practicing more. Like I've been trying to take steps to better my art. Like I've been sketching every day, and I'm just trying to go out on a limb and do stuff that I'm not exactly used to. Like this is a good example. I have a friend of mine. She goes by M Fufu on a lot of stuff. I go to her for advice, and I feel like her art style is a very good thing to reference and compare to. But as for established industry veterans that I look up to, I can't really name any off the top dome. But I definitely should be parroting, doing as much to study off of other people as I can, because I can learn a lot on my own, but there's only so much that I can glean. I'm actually learning from the shading technique. Well, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the greatest teacher for this kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm just kind of learning as I go. What I have, the one thing that I definitely credit to learning from other people is just how much you can get out of a normal brush. Like if you look at the brush I'm using, let me go to another layer and just show you it. All it is a brush that bases its opacity off of how light you tap. So this is very little pressure. You can see it's doing very little smudging. And then very hard, you can see it's a very strict line, very harsh line. Let me go to a darker color to demonstrate. So that's very soft, and then that's very hard. So what I do is I turn this down to about 10%, and then that really lets me blend very, very well. Gives me a fine touch. I can resize and shape as much as I need. So that's kind of what I learned. You don't really need, there's a lot of brushes here, but you don't really need more than just that and maybe a fine tip brush. I'd say that's probably the best lesson I learned for rendering on art software. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's also a very important step. You make sure you're on the correct layer. Yeah, and what I'm doing right now, if you don't have much of an art background, which I'm assuming you do, have an art background, but what this is I'm painting in what's called value. And I could be entirely wrong. This is just what I think I'm doing. But value is essentially a height difference. So something that is closer to white is a higher value, is a higher, closer to the camera. Something that is closer to black is deeper or lower. And so what I'm doing here, I'm not necessarily representing it the best because I'm doing this based more on lighting, but value is, if you were to reduce something to black and white, it's essentially the amount of detail that you can get just from those two colors. Value is great for detail and depth. Yeah, I'm definitely not explaining this correctly. What tablet do you use? This is a Wacom 1. Wacom 1 tablet. I think it's 13 or 16 inch. It's definitely a lot smaller than what I used when I was in school. It gets the job done, but eventually I'd love to upgrade to something bigger. But yeah, especially for what it is, it's pretty cheap. Monitor looks like a window straight to hell. Yeah, if I go back to, I gotta learn the shortcuts for PureRef. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm in hell now. Actually, I could probably this joke is not going to be worth it. Whoa. Oh. There we go. That's even better. Yeah, I was right. That joke did not land. Bros on Mars. Hell doesn't exist. Hell Aaron doesn't exist. That's, yeah. Yeah, I also need a better camera. I literally... I should definitely, like, set my phone up to be my webcam, because it would be way better than this. What drawing tablet do I use? This is a Wacom One. It's the 16, I think the 16-inch version. I used to have the box. I think I threw it out. Wacom One. I think it is 13 inches. Yes. Yeah, so I think when I was in school, we used Cintiqs. I think they were the 24-inch Cintiqs. And that was very, very nice. A very big drawing space. I think more than anything, though, I would love if it was a higher resolution display. Because sometimes the software can get a little claustrophobic. You know, like this window is like all right, but if it was bigger, if I could have more of the space occupied by the canvas, that would be nice. And like I could resize this, but then, you know, you're squishing elements that don't necessarily need to be. So yeah, I would love a higher resolution drawing tablet in the future. But, you know, this does well. I went from an Intuos to this, so this is fine. I'm good with any kind of pen display as long as it works. Always wanted to get one. Yeah, it wasn't a bad deal. I think when I bought it, it was like 550 Canadian, which is, you know, nothing to sneeze at. But, you know, compared to like a $3,000 Cintiq, it's a pretty good deal. Claustrophobic, how is being scared of Santa connected to a tablet? That's good. I've never thought about it that way. Claustrophobic. That's ingenious. Not bad. When did you get it? Economy might have changed up here. When did I get it? I think I was still working at Best Buy. So that would have been like 2 or 3 years ago. Actually, I think it was just after I started doing Game Grumps Animateds. Because I remember the earliest ones were done with my Intuos. And then I got this and I was very excited. Actually, I think I have like a drawing that I did on the first day I owned it. Let me see if I can find that. You're Canadian as well? Yeah. Very, very nice. Very cool. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Okay. This was created... Details. Created Uh, okay, this is very weird. It says date created, and then it says modified, and the modified is earlier than the date created. So I'm just going to go with modified, which puts it at January, February, March, April 16th, 2021. So I've had this for about 3 years. Check back next time to hear great, ingenious jokes like that. Yes, you better keep them coming. I have, I came up with a joke so that I always have one off the dome to tell if I need to, because I often find myself in situations where I need to tell a joke. And I really like it. I think it's really funny. I think it's really clever. And I might even, like, animate it. I might turn it into an animation. Joke that works for all. That joke works for all situations. No, it's been a really big hit with my 4-year-old niece, but I haven't really field tested it. Thanks, Aaron. Good luck. Hope you animate more soon. I hope I do as well. It's been a long time, but I definitely want to get back into the swing of things. So thank you for dropping by, Alex. Okay, I'm just going to darken this blade up a little bit more to get it more in line with the other ones. And then I think I'll finally be able to move on to the handle. It's been a long time coming. I'll definitely have to do more live streams on the production of this. Like I'll do it when I sculpt and when I texture and model and stuff. Okay, what am I going to do for this portion? I was a little dreading this because I don't really know what I designed here. Let's see. Well, I guess let's just get started and see where it takes us. Welcome, Kitsuro the Foxu. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm going to skip this part. There we go. Nice render of the blade. Thank you, thank you. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. I've never really done anything like this, but I'm finding pretty decent success with this technique. So it's nice to see that it's landing. People are liking it. It'll be good to get some crowdsourced opinion as well, because for the time being, I've just been looking at it myself and showing it to like friends and family. Okay, so I think this piece that I'm doing right now is going to be like a rounded piece, and then these are, I'm thinking these are like gold, like highlights is the wrong word, like embroidery essentially. Metallic texture is pretty hard to learn how to draw, so don't sweat it too much. Yeah, that's something I'm coming to find out. Thankfully, this will not be the final thing that goes up on my portfolio. This is just concept art for when I move on to sculpting and modeling. But I figured this was a very important step for me to learn. If I can get good at concept art, then that opens up a lot of doors for me. Yeah, the thing with I wonder if I can grab the thing with this this game that I'm basing these models off of is when they have their like upgraded version. This is like the base model, and then this is the upgraded version. You can see it gets like very gaudy. There's a lot of gold. There's a lot of changes to the silhouette. So that's kind of what I'm basing this off of. Not this exact weapon, because obviously this is a different name. The weapon I'm basing mine off of is called Hate. But yeah, it involves a lot of gold. It involves a lot of embroidery, detail. So this will be a higher piece. And then these will be like a darker gray. I don't know if dark. Ooh, I might do it the same way I did like this cable. Porky Pig, that shit. Yeah. I'm not the best at speaking. So this all, streaming will also help out with that. I want to do more streams. That's definitely a big goal of mine, is I want to stream more frequently. And I think now that I've set up my Twitch account and I've experimented with that a bit, I think the way I'm going to do things moving forward is I'll keep art on YouTube, because this is my art channel. And then if I do any gaming, I'll do it on Twitch. Because I have some ideas for gaming. I don't know if you were in the idea stream that I had before. I had to private it because I think I showed something on screen that might not have been the best. It was just like a shortcut to my bank. It didn't show any personal information, but I just didn't feel like it needed to be up there, so I took it down. You didn't really miss anything. I just made a document with a bunch of ideas. And one of them was to do Dark Souls 3, but with no direction. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never played it before. Like, I own it. I've never played it before for more than like a couple minutes. So go completely blind, do it, no guide, no nothing. Just try and figure my way through it. I thought that might be, whoopsie. I thought that might be fun to do. I'm playing Sekiro right now. I'm a good way through Sekiro. I bought it a long time ago, and then I played like maybe 10 hours of it and didn't get very far and gave up because I sucked at it. But I'm a lot better at the game now than I used to be. So I've been getting my way through that. But yeah, I want to try that Dark Souls thing. I want to play Minecraft eventually, do some fun twists on that. Actually, I'm gonna pull up. I'm in hell again. Stream ideas. Doom Eternal. That's funny. I wrote that down before I beat it. Draw pile. Oh, that would be fun. I don't know if that I guess that could be a game. Pokemon fan designs. That would be art. Okay, so I don't have like a lot of gaming ideas, but I'll have to work on that. Like, come up with some. Vibe references help a lot. Will help a lot. What's that in reference to? I don't fully understand. How about Gardic Phone? Yeah, I would love to do Gardic Phone. That'd be nice. Open it up. Do some fun animation stuff. Oh, this is the song that they use in they used to use in the Trumpet meme. Trumpet Kid. I saw this one a lot. I saw the Ultra Instinct theme a lot. So yeah, if I were to start doing gaming on Twitch, I think what would eventually happen is, I'll do like an art stream for a couple hours. I'll say, hey, hop over to my Twitch, and then, hop over to my Twitch, and then I start streaming a game or something. I don't know. Trumpet Kid song, never heard. I never knew that was Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon has a lot of trumpet songs. No, the meme, I'm gonna, I don't know if I can. You can take a lot of screenshots or anything, captures that make Dark Souls cool, dark. Oh, use it as reference? Yeah, like I would love to. I need to practice, not set design, environment design. I'm not like, I don't have a lot of chops in that area. Bit kid. Yeah, Dark Souls would be great to study environment design off of, as well as Doom Eternal. I just said it. Let me. I want to like show window capture. This meme, this one. I don't know how much of it I can show. This one. Yeah, so I've seen this with like the Pokemon. Anyways, back to that. That was a fun little excursion. I Pokemon Fusion is always a classic. Yeah, I never tried. I never ended up playing that, but I would definitely love to try it. It could be an art challenge. You may do it with the game/website and design your infusion as a fun challenge. That is also a very good idea. I'm going to write that down, actually. It's a very good idea. That's the wrong file. There it is. Okay, we're coming up to an hour here, so I'm gonna pop in an ad break here. If you get it, that's great. If you don't get it, that's also good. Okay, I think that achieves the effect pretty well. This song is goofy. I'm gonna change music. Let me just make sure. Is Doom? I mean, it must be, right, because it's part of the game soundtrack. Did you get an ad for Raid Shadow Legends? I have no control over what ads you see. It's just a button that says insert an ad. Lavender Town? You want the Lavender Town theme? Alright, I can do that. Is there like... Yeah, we can do this version because it'll be a little less grating. I mean, it still gets a little annoying with the. Okay, I'm just trying to like visualize in my head how this would look in 3D. I think that's fine for now, but I'll definitely have to come back later and give it some more zhuzh, more je ne sais quoi. Oh, I forgot I made it loop. Let's find something else. But thank you for the suggestion. I'd love to get some more. Let's do, you know what? Let's do Kirby, relaxing Kirby music. Love Kirby. Oh, speaking of Kirby. The new Princess Peach Showtime demo came out, and I played it with my nieces. It is not as fun as I was expecting. It's not as interesting as I was expecting. I was really hoping for like a very Kirby-esque game, but it just wasn't great. I don't know. Maybe final release will be better. Can't base everything off of the demo, but just very disappointing for me personally. I don't know. If you enjoyed it, then more power to you. I wished that the costumes had more of a role to play other than essentially just a glorified cutscene in a Mario Party minigame. Where's my cursor? Oh, there it is. I hope this will not ding the live stream. We'll see. Okay, I didn't initially design it this way, but I think I'm gonna make like this is like a little coupling, so it's not gonna be like a wire the whole way through. It's gonna like feed into something. I don't love the look of that, but we'll leave it for now. This is very relaxing. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scrap. No, I'm not gonna scrap the whole thing, but I'm gonna kind of like rekajigger this. How long are you gonna stream for? Probably until this is at least like completely colored in. Until it's part of it is not a silhouette anymore. But given what we've done in the last hour, I'd say probably another 2 hours or so. If you've got somewhere to be. Okay, actually, I think what I'm going to do, this is my crazy idea, is I'm gonna make like a little channel for the wires to go through. Like this. So this line will go all the way around, and it's like the wire is essentially tucked into this piece. Something like that. Surprisingly relaxing as Kirby devours his enemies and uses their weapons against their comrades. Yes. A little bit of... Oh my god. I can't find the word, so I'm just going to drop it and pretend that this didn't happen. Anyways, back to this. Dichotomy. That was the word. I remembered it. Actually, I think I'm going to let it like run the whole way down. So maybe let me think, the wire could be gold, and then this coupling could be silver or something. After I do the value sketch, I'm going to go in and color it. So I'll be working with more than just grayscale when I get to the modeling. I think it could be a spiral pattern. I could try and work that in. It'll take some experimenting. I think I want to connect this piece here. What was I planning with this? I have no idea what these plans are. No, I'm not going to connect it, actually. The straight curving down looks kind of weird. You mean this area here? This part? Spiraling. Something like that? Was that what you had in mind? It does give it a little more interest. I do like that. That's only my opinion. If it doesn't work for you, no, I think it works. I think it looks good. It terminates it. It gives it like a nice little end point. And I guess like if I were to like model it, it could look like this on the other side as well. Yeah, I'm honestly getting a little bored of this music, so let's find some more upbeat Kirby music. Kirby Superstar Ultra soundtrack. Let's do that. This is more my speed. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's figure out what I'm doing with these wires. From compilation friend, long time no see. It has been a long time. It has been too long. I want to do. Actually, let me switch to another display because the orange is taking over. I shouldn't have worn an orange shirt. I want to redesign my Grumps models, essentially from scratch. I'm a little sick of using them. If I'm being honest. So I want to kind of start over, and I want to do it more based off of the Crooked Glasses designs. I feel like I could do a better job in achieving more of their style. But I think that's a project for way in the future. Chat is a bit slow, friend, so you might want to wait a bit after sending messages. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, are you recommending I turn up the speed? Because I think I can do that. No, I can't. Never mind. Love to watch a remodeling stream. Yeah, there's definitely going to need to be some planning before that can happen. And I honestly, I don't think it's going to be anytime in the near future, if I'm being real. We'll see. I do have like some clips that I've been wanting to animate for a long time. So if I get the passion for it again, you might see that in the future, but I wouldn't like put money on it or anything. Watching Game Grumps compilations lately, very nice. I've been liking a lot of the newer 10-minute Power Hour stuff. They've been pretty good. Okay, I think I'm spending too much time on this like specific part, so I'm gonna move on and come back to it later if I need to, which I think I do. Okay, I'm a little scared of this part because I don't really know what to do, but I will power through it and figure it out anyways. I just need to figure out the perspective. What am I doing here? So this is the top, which means you can see like the top and the front here. So if I'm to sketch this, then it's gonna look like this kinda. Like this is the top portion that you can see. And then this is in shadow. This part here. I guess. Yeah, I can try that and see how that looks. God, I love this game so much. I need to dig up my copy and play it again. Oops. I keep doing that, accidentally deleting the layer. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It kind of went a little better than I was expecting. I think when I go in and do the detail pass, I'll add like little like beads for the grip. You know, something like something like that, like a bunch of these. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. Make sure you save your work frequently. This is a reminder. 1, drink water. 2, save your work. Okay, let's hop back up to this part here. So this, I'm thinking, is like a sharpened blade kind of part. Looking good so far. I may suggest soft shadows instead of black shadows. Yeah, I could be a little bit softer with this. I feel like I'm not like the best at keeping value consistent throughout the whole piece. So that's something I gotta work on. Yeah, good call. Save often. Welcome on development team. It's been a while. Now that there's a bunch more people in here, I want to show off a little bit because I did this earlier when there was literally no one in here. Let me transition over here. If you missed a couple streams ago, I bought a 3D printer and I built it on stream. And since then, I've kind of been messing around with it, trying to figure out how to use it and the software. And one of the things I just finished was this Kakyoin sculpt that I'm going to give to my niece to paint. So these two pieces go together. It's not really going to focus super well, but this is Kakyoin. This is his legs, and then they clip into this little stand here that I printed as well. It stands really big and unwieldy, so I might have to print a new one. We'll see. But it goes like that, stays in place. It's supposed to stay in place. Everything's going to get glued together once she's done painting it. But yeah, it came out really well. I'm really glad. It really helped to figure out like how to use the software. Yeah, I can't clip those together because it'll break. That's how I broke the first one. Just wanted to show that off. I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. There we go. And back to the art stream. Yeah, so this area I was thinking like little bladed parts. It's not really going to be like functional, but I thought it would be cool. Whoops. Does anyone here play Warframe? Because I don't have too much experience with it. I'm mostly doing this because I'm applying for work there, but this will also just be like a pretty decent portfolio piece to have in general. Yeah, I definitely need to try and get back into the swing of Warframe. I played a couple hours of it a few years ago, and it seems very fun. It seems like there's a lot of content, which is very nice. All right, which side would get the most light? Probably this one, if I were to make a guess. This song, whenever I listen to it, what about that one 3D Kirby game boss music? Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. This song, though, like, always specifically reminds me, there's a series of videos called Speed of Curb, and they use this song for it, so that I can't hear this without thinking of that. Kerbo, Forgor Land, King Dididi. Yes, I love this song. Was this what you were thinking of, Kitsuro? I just assumed. I may suggest making out the shape of what you're drawing currently and see which one is facing down to the ground. That part receives the least light, while the inner surfaces that face up receive more light. Yes, the essentially what I had like planned here is that this is actually 3 separate blades. They're going to be separated like this. So it's 3 separate blades. I just have to figure out like how to convey that. And I think the easiest might just be to make them like different values from each other. I just saw a comment pop in and out. What's going on? Did you delete that yourself, or was that auto-moderated? I think that's like very, very close to what I'm hoping for. The one thing is that like I feel like the perspective is just like a little off. So I'm going to try and fix that. Also, I need a new song. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it because I feel like it being a game soundtrack is not really going to... It being a game soundtrack is going to help out. Because like if someone uploads gameplay, it's going to be playing. So let's try this. I just want to see. I'm not going to like say anything super important here in case I have to mute this part. I love Dude music so much. You can help with that, but unfortunately you can't explain. That's all right. Again, it's not like a huge deal if this isn't like exactly perfect, because this is just going to be concept art that I turn into a 3D model anyway. And when it gets to that point, it'll be like easier for me to show my thought process. Any feedback you got is appreciated regardless. So I do appreciate all you've done so far. I just got to figure out how to show that this is like convex or concave. I can never remember which is the two, but like it curves like this instead of like this. I guess if I like make this part straight instead of curved, that might help a little. Concave is inward, convex is outward. I mean, that makes sense. I'll think of it like a cave. That'll be my pneumatic pneumonic device. There's like an indication where there would be a sharp transition. Like imagine a square and there would be a triangle on top. There's a point where it shapely curves in. I don't know if I can picture that. Indication with a sharp transition. Mnemonic device. Thank you. Pneumatic. A pneumatic device. I made a pneumatic device. A concave would be a pneumatic device. Concave. Inward like a concave. Yes. That is what I was thinking. Sharp transition, like imagine a square. There would be a triangle on top. There's a point where it sharply curves in. Imagine... Okay. Imagine a square. Oops. Imagine a square. There's a triangle on top. Well, it's probably 3D. So imagine a cube. And there's a triangle on top. There's a point where it sharply curves in. I gotta be honest, I'm not exactly seeing what I'm not picking up what you're putting down there. Okay, I think that's pretty decent for now. Actually, you know what? I have a razor blade just here. Maybe I can like figure out, use it as reference or something. Nope. Not exactly a good explainer. That's all right. Don't sweat it. Learning as we go. That's the way. I loved Doom Eternal, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal so much. I just played through them again for the first time in a few years, and it's still so much fun. I think the trick to this is uniform color. Like it definitely it probably shouldn't be transition. Like a gradient. Because if I have a gradient, then that like sort of implies, or maybe the gradient, you know what? I didn't think about it this way. Maybe the gradient should be the opposite. Because if white on top, or if light on top, dark on the bottom is indicating that it's convex, maybe white on the bottom, darker on top would indicate the reverse. Did I forget to loop it? Is it playing a different... I did. Okay, I don't want to... As much as I love the Doom soundtrack, I don't want to risk that. I'll have to, I'll look into songs to occupy an empty noggin. Some of these are Nintendo-owned franchises. I mean, I'd be down trying this. It's probably risky. You know what? I don't want to risk it. Let's look up royalty free, I don't know, metal. Let's see what comes up. Metal background music royalty free. Let's do royalty free. What is this? I mean, that's fun. Silence interrupted by Angry Bird noises. Let's see what the longest video that comes up with that is. Silence interrupted by Metal Pipe. That one's good too. Angry Birds. 1 hour, 10 hours, occasionally broken up by random meme effects. 5 hour pipe. Metal Pipe, 1 hour random meme effect. 10 hours. Wow. That's big business there. That's some lucrative business. This 10-hour one has 2.4 million views. Oh my god. I think I'm picturing most of the blade is flat, smooth box, the same thickness. The blade is sharp change. Last third of the blade to the point. Yeah, I mean, I'm still figuring this out. I'm gonna try flipping the gradient, see how that looks, and then take it from there. I need to find some music though. Royalty free. Let's just do royalty free music. See what comes up. Royalty free music. I definitely have to figure out a playlist to have on stream. Trap Nation. Should we do some trap music? I feel like this is going to be a real grab bag of stuff, so maybe not that. 4 hour cyberpunk dark synth mix plasma royalty free copyright safe music. Okay, I'm into it. I'm just going to copy this whole title and put it in the thing. Oh, did you guys? Is that what you were thinking, Katsura? Like you communicated the point? Oh, I see as well. I see what you were saying. That let me try and draw to demonstrate if I am getting it correct. What you were saying is that a blade is like this. It's like a box. But at the very edge is the tip. That's what you're saying? So this is the same thickness, and then this goes down. So what I have in my head is that this part is the box, and then this is the part that is the tip. A Beats to Beat 2 playlist. Let me take a look. Oh, this is also a thing I would love to do on a stream one day. It's just you tell me memes and stuff to look at, and I look at them. Beats to Beat 2. I don't know, but the first thing that came up has a SpongeBob thumbnail, and that's pretty funny. Freestyle type beat boys, free type beat, rap, trap beats, freestyle, instrumental, fast. Fast, aggressive 808 rap beat, brutal, dark hip hop instrumental, free type beat. I'm intrigued. This thumbnail is insane. What is this? The title alone is a beater. What is this? Whoa. Okay, I don't want to play too much of that, but that was insane. What was I looking at? That video is called "I Heard You Like Polyrhythms." Virtual Riot. I'll have to look at that later. I think 3 blades that close, one side of each would overlap. Sorry, I gotta start over. I think 3 blades that close, one side of each would overlap the other side of another. In my head, they're kind of cut that way. Like they're kind of cut like this, and then they form a triangle. Or I guess it would be more like... Like this is kind of what I'm picturing. It's like 3 blades. They're cut like this. It serves no like functional purpose. It's just kind of like decoration. But like that's kind of what I'm thinking. Because, you know, like I take this box cutter, like it's already kind of cut that way. You know what I mean? Like it already kind of looks like that. That's essentially what I had in my head. I guess that's a bad example because if I look at a box cutter, it is closer to what you guys say than what I am. But... like if I were to look at it at a side view, it would be like this, I guess. Like that's the back of the blade, and then it goes up into a flat point like that. So like that's the sharp part. This is just like a box, I guess. And then there's like 2 more. Except these are like closer to here actually, because they're touching, and it goes like that. I don't know. I feel like I'm not describing this as well as I could. But let's do the gradient flip and take it from there. Yeah, that's not really achieving what I want. I'm just going to go back to this. I'm going to go back to this one and just call it there. Like, I'll say that's fine enough and move on to the next part. Again, I'll probably just have to come back eventually. All right, I gotta step away for a sec. I'll be right back. I'm back. Where's my... it's in my pocket. What did I miss? I think 3 blades close, 1 and 2 will overlap. The point where they touch is the tricky part because they're wedges and at an acute angle. By Kitsuro, thank you for dropping by. When cutting baseboard, we have to overlap each other a bit. I mean, this isn't... It's not going to, like, reflect reality all too well. I mean, there's a giant eye in the scythe. It's not really functional in reality. But, again, like, we'll... When I finish this up, we'll go back and do some finer detail. This kind of sounds like Eurythmics to me. I'm getting like it kind of feels like it's gonna. Well, not so much anymore, but that earlier part sounded like "Sweet dream made of these." Man, I feel like this got way more complex than it should be. I mean, I feel that just all the time in general. Like, again, this part took me like a month to do, and I'm like, that definitely shouldn't have taken that long. So I gotta learn to be a little bit more simplistic about stuff. The part was before I left. Oh, I see. Would you get copyright if you sang a song? I think it depends on how long I sing it for. But it's also like over a different song. So I feel like it'll, even if it's like auto detected, it'll be hard. I think I'm in the clear though, but I appreciate you being worried about me. What if you sang "Eye of the Tiger" just enough to not get copyrighted? I don't know the technical amount of how long that would be, so maybe it would be like, "It's the," and then that's all I can do. Or like I could like intersperse. You know, I could say like "Eye of the," and then just like give it another minute or so, and then like later on sing more of it. Man, I have such bad luck with stuff at my desk when I'm live. I think this is like the 3rd stream in a row that I've spilled something. I like almost never do that. It's your guys' fault, really. Stitch it together. That's a great idea. Tiger. And you'll be none the wiser. Okay, what am I doing with this? I don't really know. This is all like one flat piece, I feel like. So I think I should kind of indicate that more. Or maybe it'll make more sense if it like if this is like a creased area. Something like that. Wow, that immediately it's so crazy. To me, like, not having a lot of experience in this kind of like process, it's so crazy to me that just like that little bit, like adding a little bit of darker area right here, immediately like indicates a change in height. Like it's just insane to me. The problem with this little game with Eye of the Tiger is I don't remember where I said tiger. It's the I don't remember how it goes. I've already lost key. I'll have to do key correction. This is a bad joke. But I'm gonna try and make it work. It probably doesn't help that there's gonna be background music too. I'll have to like remove that. That looks so cool. Oh my god, that's sick. Like it's blowing my mind. Like I didn't even do anything. I didn't even like do anything that crazy. I added a little area of gray next to a little area of lighter gray. Thrill of the It's the thrill of the fight. Pump up kicks, but medieval style. Medieval covers are underrated. Would that be okay? Did a bunch of semi-realism, and for the most part, you just use the 3 shades to plan your lighting and smooth out hinges from there. Things, I assume you mean things. A minor spelling mistake. Argument invalid. Bardcore. Pumped up kicks bardcore. I love that. That's amazing. Bardcore. I've heard medieval remixes before, medieval covers before. I've never heard it called bardcore. That's so funny. I'm gonna skip to my spelling mistakes. Is there any other? Am I missing out on a whole genre of music, bardcore, Gangsta's Paradise, Hips Don't Lie. I didn't realize that they changed the lyrics. I literally thought it was just like the normal lyrics. Oh, this is instrumental? Oh, this is instrumental, okay. Spamton theme, but samurai? I think I have heard that one. Spamton. Okay, we'll keep this on for a little bit. This should be fine, right? Like, this is a parody. And Toby Fox is, like, generally okay with music, right? There's a Family Jewels cover. Wait a minute. Hold on. With Alpharad? What does Alpharad do? That's amazing. I'm going to have to save that for later. I have no idea why comments think I hate Delta Freeman in reality. I think this is awesome. If I ever do a Sekiro stream, this will be playing the whole time. I didn't talk a lot during it intentionally because in case it gets I have to mute it. And definitely not because I have nothing interesting to say. You didn't miss out much. People don't really do medieval covers or stuff like this as much. Let's see. What to play, what to play. I see Tekken music a lot. Let's do like sick Tekken music. Tekken workout mix, that'll work. That's so funny. The description of this video has PC specs in it. I don't understand why. I'm going to rate this build. Hold on. Wow, that's a sick build. I got to make progress on Baldur's Gate today. Need some mental prep and coffee. I haven't picked up I haven't played Baldur's Gate in probably like 6 or 7 months. I definitely need to give it another try. I'm going to skip a little ahead. This part's a little bland. This is not what I would have expected in the Tekken workout mix. Can't wait till we get to the gold part of the weapon. This is so much weirder than I thought. Okay, let me specifically do 8. Tekken 8 music. Okay. I'm into it. Having co-op game. This sounds so similar to the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance soundtrack. This might just be like a I've listened to 2 soundtracks in my life thing, but I'm hearing exactly like this sounds like Jetstream Sam's theme. Like, am I crazy? Oh. This is awesome. I have to listen to more Tekken 8 music. I just realized that I drew over a part that I thought I was going to do. Like this little grip area. What do we think? I don't know if I even want to like go over that part. I think I'll leave it for now. I like it too much as it is. You may listen to what I'm about to suggest mainly because I love this song so much, and then go back to Tekken 8 music. Zero by Man in the Internet, the Kirby Zero one. Okay, let me take a look at C. Zero by one man. By man. Zero by man in the Internet. The Kirby. Okay, well, let's see what that comes up with. All that's coming up is Mega Man. Oh, wait. Zero 2 for 1 hour with lyrics by Man on the Internet featuring Alex Beckham. Is that what you were thinking of? Yeah? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Tekken, but that's a good suggestion. I like. I played Kirby 64 Crystal Shards a lot in high school back in my pirating days, and I loved it. Matey, I hear you be a pirate once. Don't know pirate lingo. I mean, matey is a good one. But yeah, I'm long past those days. At least when it comes to games. The thing interesting about the song is that it does give the boss a godly vibe to it, and the lyrics is incorporating the godhood of the boss. There are also references of religion within the lyrics. I believe, I don't remember the lore too much of that game, but isn't that boss supposed to be like related to Kirby in some way? Oh, I just realized we went over 2 hours. I'm gonna pop in another break here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does anyone remember where we were in Eye of the Tiger? I can't remember. I think it was Thrill of the Fight. I've seen people giving artists a challenge online, take pictures of their hands in weird positions and angles. To me, it's just funny. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of that. Those are really, really funny as well. I like seeing people like combine them in weird ways, like making comics out of them. I think people are watching the ads. I don't know the lyrics. So chat, chat. Where was I? Chat. Do you remember? Second Aid is cooking so hard I barely remember what he's saying briefly. If you were on It's the Thrill of the Fight, go on from there because it looks like you missed a bunch of lyrics. I think the joke has gone on a long enough, if I'm being honest. Maybe I'll try it eventually when I can like keep better track of what I was doing, but I'm focusing too hard. All right, I think we're getting like pretty close to where I'd be comfortable calling it a day. So I'm just gonna let you know that probably around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll do that secret reveal that I was mentioning. I'll tell you guys. I'll show you guys the secret project, and then I'll call that a stream. Just letting you know in advance if you want to leave and then come back. For whatever reason. I don't know why you want to do that. I can't possibly know what time it is. Someone changed my clocks. Yeah, some of my clocks were changed too. It was very disorienting, because when I'm up at like 4 in the morning, and it's actually 5 in the morning now, it's very confusing to me. What was the time again? Well, for me, did I say 3 o'clock? I meant at 3 hours. I was looking at the wrong thing. So it's about 12:30 EST now. So I'd say probably closer to 1 if you feel like coming back in. I remember an art tip that I remind myself is that I shouldn't be too afraid to darken and exaggerate my shadows / shading in some areas. Yeah, a friend of mine earlier in the process, this part was a little bit different. This part here was a little bit different, and I showed it to my art friend, and she said that I could definitely push the value more, fix the contrast, and it was a very useful tip for me. Okay, we're getting closer and closer. Okay, so this part kind of runs to the back there and then back to the bottom. How do I want to do this? Am I going to go the cable wire route? Thing about metal is it just shines and reflects everything around. So yeah, bump up and down those values. It's a good call. Yeah, erase the spiral part and continue the war of the wire. I've been working on a few different shading techniques, one of which was to use almost opposite colors, blue shirt and reddish purple shadow. Recently been using a watercolor brush to shade too. Very nice. Very nice. It's always good to experiment. Right now I'm experimenting with painting the value first and then doing the color after. We'll see how successful that is. Honestly, I'm not that good with colors because I'm getting back into pen and paper because I'm at my best in traditional with no colors. I found when I was sketching at a younger age, I always enjoyed the lines more than I did the colors. I always found that when it came to coloring, I lacked something. So I definitely need to work on developing my sense of color. And value is a big part of it. Oops, didn't mean to color pick there. Funny story of mine. Back when I was a wee lad, I would just draw a 3D cube with a bit of shading, and my art teacher would give me an A. I did it twice. Hey, if you find the hack, you gotta stick with it. That's hilarious. Okay, what was my plan here? I think this was supposed to be a separate piece here, so let's do that. I like using the airbrush, like a physical airbrush or like an airbrush brush, I guess. One of my art teachers in middle school let me use her personal color pencils. Most of my art teachers in school gave me an F. Well, it sounds like you had a W teacher and a bunch of not so good ones. But also seeing the beginners attempting to use airbrush into their art is funny. I've never used a physical airbrush. I like the airbrush tools that Krita has. Wherever it is, I can't remember. Or I might just be lying. I could have sworn there was like airbrush functionality, but maybe I was wrong. I like using the brush, and sometimes when beginners try to use it for shines and shadows, it makes the artwork look moist. Moist. Okay, I think that should about wrap it up for the big shapes. Is there anything like big macro stuff that I can like change or add to this? I guess I kind of want to like separate these into like 2 or maybe even 3 pieces. Let me see what I can mess with here. Maybe like a seam along this. Wow, I didn't even notice. This looks like a high heel. Like this looks like a high-heeled shoe. That's funny. Shines would be going into little minutia. I'm talking about like big design elements. Nice heel design. Yeah, I mean, if I just do this, it kind of just looks like Bayonetta. Glowing between the cracks. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing I'm trying to go for here. Like I'm thinking maybe like a little piece that binds these two together. Whoops, I sampled again. Do you still study college or something? No, I've been graduated for a long time. More and more the ideas rattling around in my head to go back for animation, but I don't know how on the cards it is. We'll see. But no, for right now, this is just me on my own, doing my own thing. kind of aiming for graphic designing as well, but I still need to study for my degree in computer science first before I can get into the paperwork I needed to apply for graphic designing education. Very nice. Those are both very interesting career paths, although the graphic design, it's a field that I don't necessarily like have a lot of passion for, in the sense of like the corporate aspect of it. Like being contracted for logos and web design and stuff. Like it's work that I've done before. It's just not necessarily my favorite. Okay. Well, I think I'm pretty good to call that it for today. I'm gonna get the secret surprise ready in just a sec. Let me just gonna turn this down a bit. Gonna transition over to this screen here. And let me get this set up real quick. Whoops. Okay. I don't know if this is the correct scene. Let me see if I can find a different one. Okay, well, I think this is as good as any time to show this off. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that'll probably be fine. Okay, I am now gonna give you a little bit of backstory, and then I will reveal the secret. It's a little bit more underwhelming than I initially thought, but you know what? It's already here, so I guess we'll go into it. So, Let me turn the music off here for a sec. So, if you were not aware, very well known internet personality Matt Pat of Game Theory very recently put out his final video on each of the channels with him as the host. So Matt Pat has stepped away from game theory and film theory and food theory and style theory and is now no longer the primary host. And so I think this is the best time, the best opportunity moving forward to show this off. So I don't know if I know I posted images of specifically the pants and the shoes a long, long time ago. But this was something that I began working on probably close to 2 years ago, maybe even getting around 3. The idea that I had was that I was going to make this model and animate a clip to essentially pitch to them to use for videos. The specific idea that I had was for cold opens. I picked 2 audio clips that I really thought I could animate, and I was going to animate them, post them on the subreddit, maybe like reach out via email, and just try and promote it, try and pitch it to them essentially as an element that they could use in a recurring manner. It never ended up getting developed. I was really, really happy with how the pants and the shoes came out, especially the pants. Like I was so proud of how these looked. But the tripping point, there were 2 main tripping points. The first being I just didn't like his face. I didn't like how I made his face. I don't like how his face was rigged. It doesn't move very well. I think this is a version of the file that like doesn't work super well. But I could never get past that. That was the first part. The other sticking point was it was getting time to texture the jacket, and I'd never textured leather before, and it was it was a little difficult for me to do, especially within Blender, because Blender's drawing tools, texturing tools are not good. So it was difficult to do within Blender, and even out of Blender, like I had a difficult time. I think now, if I were to attempt it, I could probably like come up with something. It wouldn't have been like in the same style as his pants. I'm not too sure, but I could have probably done something. Unfortunately, the window in this model's usefulness is closed. I'm probably will not revisit this again. This will just live on my hard drive as an unfinished project. But this was back in the time when I was a religious game theory viewer. I was watching everything. It's been a long time since that for me. No particular reason, just stopped watching. Now I clearly have a lot to catch up on, so I probably will. But yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you stopping by, saying hi, giving suggestions, and hopefully I will do this again. Probably I'm going to try and aim for Wednesday. If I could do another stream on Wednesday, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good one.